Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. 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 Parrot TV.
The Literary Corner, brought to you by New York Parrot TV, the voice for humanity. Hello, welcome to World Inkers Network. I am Dustin Pickering, your noble and honest host. Today we have Ibe Robert. He's from Bayelsa State, Nigeria, a graduate of the Niger Delta University, Wilberforce Island. He practices law as a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, with a keen interest in international human rights law, cybercrime law, and IT law. Ibe Robert is a poet, playwright, and novelist. His poems have been featured in journals and magazines such as the Asian Signature, Tug Magazine, Ovi Magazine, Poetic Diversity, the Mariner Journal, etc. He is widely published in anthologies such as the Emanations Anthologies, Muse for World Peace Anthologies, etc. Ibe's play, An Empty Kingdom, was first published by Partridge Africa and later by the Book Beyond Books. Another play of his, titled Ziggy, emerged as the second runner-up for the OLAWUYI Prize for Drama and as a finalist for the African Writers Award held in Tanzania in 2021. His debut novel, The Creed of the Oracles, was published by International Authors. The novel has been lauded for its originality and richness in language, and it's available in many online bookstores. Ibe Robert has won many awards in the fields of literature and law. He was secretary of the Association of Nigeria Authors, Bayelsa State Chapter. He is a fellow of the World Institute for Peace and an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Arbiters UK. I appreciate his time today. Let me get him on here on the screen. Put him on here. I think we're having some network issues, but hopefully he'll be with us soon. There he is. Okay. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm very fine. And you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad you're on the program today, and we'll have an interesting discussion about your novel, The Creed of the Oracles. And so my first question for you is, you've been mostly known for writing poems and plays, so why did you venture into prose writing? That's an interesting transition there. I think we're having network issues. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. You're watching World Inkers Network. Please subscribe to our channel. If you want to donate, you can donate at paypal.me/nyparrot. And that's a good place to drop us some cash. You can buy our books. We've published many books at World Inkers. You can take a look at our website, worldinkers.com. Right now, while you're waiting for Robert to return, you can just take a look at our website and give an idea of what we offer to the public. The various people we've published, the books we've published, and that's a section. Oh, here you are. Okay, you're muted right now, but if you unmute yourself, I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you just fine now. I'm glad to see you back. So my question was, you've been mostly known for writing poems and plays, so why transition? Why go into prose writing? Can you hear me? If we lost you again, this is going to be a difficult day for the network.
Hmm?
Hopefully, we'll be able to get a good, solid connection here pretty soon. Muted. I appreciate our viewers watching today. If you are watching, please subscribe to our channel. If we don't get a good connection pretty soon, we'll have eBay back on and another time, and so you will want to catch that interview when we have him back. I don't think we're going to be able to catch him today, so I apologize for that. It looks like we're having some network connection issues. We'll try our best. I'll keep the thing running here. I'll keep the fire burning for a little while, see if we can catch him back on. But it looks like we've probably lost him for a good while here. He must be frozen in time. But yeah, it's great to have him on the show. And yes, we just lost him permanently, but maybe he'll come back on the thing in a minute here. So his debut novel, The Creed of the Oracles, is available. If you guys want to take a look on Amazon and other online retailers for that book, it's a fantasy novel. And one of the things we wanted to cover in today's interview was the whether or not fantasy as a genre is popular in Nigeria and why EB decided to go into fantasy writing. So we'll have that at some point in our show's career, if you want to call it that. We'll have him back on if he isn't able to get on pretty soon here next minute or so back onto the show. We'll put him back on another day when with the network connectivities there's not so many problems. But it's wonderful to have him on the show. It was great to meet him. Anyway, you can definitely buy our books at worldinkers.com under the section books. It looks like eBay is back. We put him back on the stream. There you are. Okay, so my question was, you're known mostly for poetry and playwriting. Why did you venture into prose writing?
Okay, hope you can hear me now.
Yes. And there's a little bit of a lag.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I decided to go into prose writing because it's a unique, genre of literature where one can use to actually express himself or herself in a unique way, different from the way it is with poetry and drama. The thing about poetry is that you're just bound by just few words. You are just expected to use few words to express yourself. Tell stories in few words, or tell your ideas or your thoughts in few words. For drama, of course, it's basically limited to dialogue, and you don't have.
I think we lost you again. Oh, the technology gods are not with us today. Giving him a second here. He was answering very interesting in regards to prose writing versus the art of poetry and drama. It sounds like what he was basically saying was that prose requires more words than poetry, and plays are mostly dialogue, drama mostly dialogue. So that was an interesting answer. I was not expecting that. And I would love to hear what the rest of what he has to say if the blackouts don't continue. I think we have a covert operation out there that lightning is striking somewhere saying, no, not today. It's New Year's. You guys need to take a break. I don't really know what's going on, but yeah, sometimes we have this issue with connectivity and there's trouble get a person on. And so it's kind of a difficult to talk to them when there's a black square there. Hopefully he'll be back pretty soon. So stick with us for a little while. If not, I'll play you guys some music or something, and maybe we'll get him on in a little bit. I'll play you guys a video here. Let me get you a good solid little bit of entertainment. This is Amarachi. She's doing a spoken word piece. Let's watch this.
I come decorated in the patterns of the old, in the proverbial wisdom of my ancestors. I, a seeker, I, a messenger, and I, the message. We who cracked the mystery of how the river found its way into the bellies of the coconut to the heavens. We were queens, defenders of our lands, before history was thwarted to fit into the pages of the new narratives. Afamefula of the Enugu coal mine and Wanyeruwa of the Oloko women riot wouldn't have existed today. For we have been bruised and broken, as do the land suffer. And weep. For she yearns to be weeded and nurtured to flourish. Her children no longer have respect for her. Nsani is now the new norm. We are daughters of Annie. Once upon a time, a finger raised on a daughter provoked the community to rise, for a sacrilege has been committed. But now, the communities take pride in trampling on their daughters. For they have been made to believe that their daughters are weak and fragile and less to participate in community development. Omem omonwea. For if only they know, Ogunangba, nwoke si nwoke emeghị nwaanyị emeghị nwoke nwaanyị anaghị eme taa nwaanyị bụ ife, nwaanyị bụ mmụọ ala. I came from the land of queens and kings, for my ancestors had the philosophy of duality. For there is femininity in masculinity and masculinity in femininity. My ancestors knew that. When they said, nwoke di na nwaanyị, nwaanyị di na nwoke, ihe kwuru, ihe akwudobe ya. For what is and what is not are one. Anyu mitu ugbogoro, ugbogoro amita anyu. Umofia kwanyere agbala di na chielo ugwu. Eze nwaanyị ugwu na ndịda. Kedu ka mmiri si wee baa n'opi ugbogoro? Ọ na-abụ enwe machariwa, ọ dịka ukwu osisi anọghị ya nso ọ ga-emenwu ya, ọ tụrụ kpọkpọ, ejikwanụ ike ya atụkpọ osisi. Anyụ mitu ugbogoro amita anyụ.
Called Everybody Has a Purpose. It's from our CD, Everybody Has a Purpose.
That was Joe Kidd and Sheila Burke with Everybody Has a Purpose. And I appreciate everyone's patience today. EB is going to try to access the program with his phone in just moments. And so it shouldn't be too much longer. Hopefully, we'll be able to have him on without interruption. So I'm going to keep the fire going. If you guys want to take a look at something interesting, I just had a story published at EKL Review called The Prime of Suffocation. It's sort of a science fiction-y story. So if you're really into, that kind of, literature, then take a look and have an interesting read for the day. It's at EKL Review. You can just type that in on Google and probably find that pretty easily. I don't have an actual URL right off the top of my head. But yeah, that's a story that I wrote many years ago for a part of a collection called The Propaganda Machine, and I was glad to see it published in EKL Review. So if you really want to take a look at World Inkers Network, worldinkers.com is a great place to get started with kind of learning a little bit about us if you're new to the show. And new to the program and new to our efforts. We're trying to reach a global audience, so please subscribe, share our content. Again, Ibai should hopefully be with us again in just a few moments through his phone instead of through the laptop. There was some network confusion. I think there was some static in the atmosphere. That a little dark cloud came along and then took over the world for a second there and darkened the network and made it hard to talk with him. So hopefully he'll be on shortly. If not, thanks for watching today. Definitely appreciate our viewers. And you can donate if you'd like to help us continue doing our wonderful work of getting arts out there and available to the entire global audience. Here's our PayPal handle about to pop up here. PayPal.me/NYParrot. That's the New York Parrots handle for PayPal. If you want to send us a little cash, we'd love to have it. And if you want to get in touch with me to get published on our website, you can do that here at publication.worldinkers@gmail.com. Normally, I conclude the show with this information, but we're having some trouble with the network, and our guest is not on the show right now. We're waiting for him to return through his phone, so hopefully he'll be here shortly. I'll keep you guys entertained for a couple more minutes. If we don't catch him, we'll get him another time on the show when there's a better chance with the networks. The network gods are not with us today, unfortunately. I guess you guys got to start praying for us. Start praying to the network gods, telling them that, hey, we want to see this guy. We want to see this show. We want to see this interview. Please bring him on. Don't interrupt. Sometimes that's what it takes. You got to appease the gods. So I'm going to keep talking. And you guys out there, I hope you really are having an excellent New Year's evening. Or if it's not quite New Year's for you, then it will be soon. I'm certain of that. It's the 31st here in Texas, where I'm located, and I got you guys out there. Just have an excellent day. If there's nothing going on for you, you can watch our show. You can share our content. I'm going to play you a spoken word performance by Dion Hunter. And hopefully we'll have our guest back by the time it's over.
I'm at that age where I appreciate every sunrise, sunset, and all the hours in between. The age that causes me to notice the rhythmic timing of each breath. A reminder to thank God for granting me another day. I'm at that age where joints begin to stiffen and maybe I don't move as fluently as I did at 22. But I'm also at that age where I realize many didn't even get to see today. So I pray on bent and aching knee, thank you God for blessing me. I'm at that age where I notice my kids making some of the same mistakes that I did. And I remind myself that although never easy, I made it through, and so will they. I'm at that age where I understand that money never buys true happiness. But I'm also at that age where I understand it definitely does help to have a bit. I'm at
Welcome back to the show, Ebi. How are you? We were answering this pertinent question
No,
of the
it is
difference
sad for me.
between prose and poetry and drama. So, if you want to continue to sort of elaborate what you were saying earlier, can you hear me? Okay. Oh, geez, this is going to be a day of roughness. Oh man, we had you just for a second there. I think it's network and not necessarily the device. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and close the show. I appreciate all our viewers today. Please subscribe to the channel, share our content, like whatever give us an emoji, thumbs up, a love, whatever you want to say to us. You can comment. We had one comment during the show. Here it is. I hope we will be able to see Ebi on another day. I see we have no viewers right now. But hopefully we'll have this guy back on the show. We'll have Ebi Roberts back on when the networks are more reliable. So thanks, Ebi, if you can hear me. Thanks for trying. It's been very hard today. But we'll close the show today. And thanks for joining us and watching us, everybody out there today. We will be back probably Tuesday, next Saturday. Same time, and Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please keep a lookout for us on that at that time. Sorry about the network problems. We were not able to get Ebi on today. So it's just sometimes very frustrating to do this. So also, if you really are interested in politics, there's a lot of shows the New York Parrot offers. The Foreign Policy Review, for instance, the Politics, Financial Focus University, other very nice and informative shows and great discussions. If you want to take a look at some of that stuff on our page. He's back on. Let's give us one more shot. Let's see if this works. Can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, great. Good. Okay, so we have you on the show now. Hopefully we'll be able not to have any interruptions and blackouts. So if you wanted to go ahead and continue along the lines of your, comments on drama and prose and poetry. Oh, never mind. We'll try getting you on the show again another time. Very frustrating and tiring situation, but it happens. So thanks for joining us today, everybody, and thanks for watching in spite of the obstacles and sticking with us and trying it as hard as we could to get him on. But we'll have him on another time. We'll let you know. Definitely keep you updated as soon as we have him scheduled again. Thanks for joining us today. Have an excellent afternoon. Get to writing.
Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV.